So the higher seed would go to grands, the lower seed would go to losers finals, and then losers semis would basically just be grand finals.
Wow. That's, that actually kind of makes sense. Well,
Yep.
here we are. We're going to see some very high-level play on what could be a very high-level matchup for both of these guys. We got Enzo, one of the number one, not the number one player anymore, but a top 3 player in the Pennsylvania, Philadelphia area for sure, going up against Pharaoh here. Very good Tri-State Yoshi player. And I just got to say, this matchup is not good. It is not good for Yoshi.
He doesn't have a jump.
No, he doesn't have a jump. He's going to be able to make his way back, though. I mean, you can tell there's literally well over 140% of a differential between these players right now. My man Enzo is not even out of the double digits. Let's see how he's going to be able to take out this stock right here. Oh, actually trying to run him with the dash attack, getting stuffed out by the F-tilt immediately, conditioning him with the explosive flame, forcing him to go high, and there we go, down for the first stock. Pokemon Stadium, I'm not too surprised. I feel like this is a really good stage for both of these characters, but I just got to say, this matchup, to talk about it a little bit in advance, before I let Wibble talk about whatever he's got on his mind here, this matchup was bad in Smash 4. When Zelda, why do I keep calling her Zelda? What is wrong with me?
It's
when Palu was bad. It's not the name or something, I don't know. Maybe it's Maybelline.
Maybe it is Maybelline. They got the same conditioner brand, they shop at the same Bed Bath & Body Works. Yeah.
It's worth it.
You're
worth it.
You're worth
Maybelline.
it.
But here we go. We already have Enziers just showing you out in full force. No, this matchup was literally bad in Smash 4 when Palutena was considered a bad character.
She had 7 working moves.
Pretty much, yeah. She couldn't really do the Nair strings that had hella lag. Jab worked differently. She just pretty much poked you once with a jab and then was able to grab you for it. Her combo game out of throws was still pretty good, but the character just couldn't move as much. And, a lot of her moves just had a ton of lag. But one of the only things that I should say was actually better about Palutena in that game is that her back air, actually, the invincibility on her back air did not cover just her shield. It actually covered half of her body, as a whole in that game. Yes, so pretty much walling out a character who had linear approach options like Yoshi, as that explosive flame takes the stock, walling out a character who had linear approach options like Yoshi, right? For Palutena in that game was effortless. She was able to keep Yoshi out with back air so easily. He just really didn't have much of an answer for it. I mean, back air is still a crazy move in this game, but it actually is one of the few Palutena moves from Smash 4 over to Ultimate that did get nerfed. Actually, that move was actually better over in Smash 4. It's one of the few nerfed ones for sure, but it's not going to matter. Point is, it's still an invincible, low lag, insanely powerful aerial that Palutena can still easily put out and just give Yoshi such a hard time in approaching in this matchup, man. Palutena, if she gets a lead against Yoshi, never any reason to approach. She can reflect eggs, she can negate eggs, what with back air and whatnot, as well as just, space better because of, her range in forward air, besides the fact that it's -3 as well. And just have a general better footsie game. I mean, it's not impossible for Yoshi in this game by any means, because while Palutena did get, buffed out the wazoo from the last game over to this one, Yoshi got some pretty sizable ones as well. What with his F-tilt and up tilt leading cleanly into up smash and his up air strings. The fact that Yoshi pretty much has Olimar combos and a much better punish game than he had in certain prior Smash games before this one. So it's definitely not an impossible matchup by any stretch, but Palutena, she just does so many things better than Yoshi does, man. Even when neutral is reset and Yoshi is all the way on the other side of the level, oh my god, as that up air just beats out the Yoshi bomb so easily.
The more you talk about Palutena, the more that Enzo is just going to keep taking stocks. It's like this matchup, go forward and talk about how every little thing that Yoshi can maybe do, but at the end of the day, man, Palutena can just... She's one of those top tiers that stay in top tier just because she has the ability to almost negate some characters and what they're good at. And the things that Yoshi are good at is putting out hitboxes, and Palutena is far too fast and has the invincibility to just flat out stop a lot of that.
Just negate it, my friend. That is what Palutena is to a T. I like to call Palutena... Palutena is not really a jack-of-all-trades character. She's sort of like a master of all trades character. She's just good at almost everything. like in this game, which is you know why she's considered the amazing character that she is. And against Yoshi, man, just effortlessly stuffing out his approaches and just not caring. I mean, the thing is, even when Palutena, you know, close range is one thing. She can, like, you know, play the footsie game with forward air and back air, just negate a lot of Yoshi's approaches with back air and dash attack, you know, catches landings with dash attack as well. All that good stuff that Palu has because of the invincibility of her shield. Even when Palutena is far away from Yoshi and she has a lead or doesn't have a lead, she's got 2 amazing projectiles as well that can negate Yoshi. Like right there, Explosive Flame forces him to stall off the level and forces him to go low, where he can just back air Yoshi through his armor, which he was forced to use because he had no choice but to go around the Explosive Flame, which made it so rough for Pharaoh to be able to make it back. But somehow, some way, he did. And now he is up in not stocks because he air dodged off the level with no jump.
Yeah, so after the latest patch, I believe it was the latest patch,
Ooh.
7... Okay, wait a minute, that was actually kind of...
Yeah, it was beautiful. Dude,
nice.
If there's anything Yoshi players love, it's reverse up tilts.
Yeah,
Reverse pivot up tilts. They get so much off of that.
And if there's anything that Palutena struggles at in across the board now, it's without the kill potential of down throw back air, and without that being a thing at kill percent, sometimes this character can struggle to kill if you're pretty aware of like how to DI a lot of her tricks. She still has things like Nair up tilt. That's a new thing that Palutena has been using to try and find kill options, but if it's a character like Yoshi that has the weight to survive, you're gonna see Pharaoh living until some pretty deep reds.
Oh my god. Just kissing the... Yo,
yeah.
That was so clutch
So
from Enzo,
nice.
man. Oh my goodness. Kissing the blast zone with that first forward smash, and then just spacing the second one just narrowly so where he was able to get those last few pixels in to kill him off of the side. My god. Dude, Pharaoh was doing such a wonderful job catching Enzo's landings, and then he messed up once. One little time, and then that was all it took for Palutena to put Yoshi back in that bad position where she could just cover him with forward smash and forward air. Dude,
that F smash doesn't have a sour spot. That's all one hitbox. So even though the tip of the wings hit, if you misspacing that jump like he did and being forced to go back into an air dodge in, that second F smash will do the trick in spades.
I'm telling you, man, Palutena looks more and more top 3 by the day. Honestly, I'm serious. She does.
No,
like,
I believe you. I believe you.
Like early on in Ultimate's meta, it was so funny. I thought that Wolf was only going to get better and Palutena was only going to get worse, and I swear to God, the opposite happened.
Yeah, Wolf lost for a while. Wolf had like no mix. Like Wolf players just kind of like did forward air, did nair, and I think since Charlie the King in LA, I think he is in SoCal.
Whatever, they're in SoCal. Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
Wolf is something else to say the least. I mean, right now, the dash attack, able to do it off the top. I mean, that's huge because Yoshi is actually relatively heavy.
170, as a lot of things will kill at 170. Alright, just down there going for reverse nair, trying at very least getting back to mid stage with it. I like the knockdown or down tilt on that. I do like Pharaoh's use of down tilt. The set knockback on it makes
it's just classic
really
Palu stuff. I'm sorry, I literally did not mean to cut you off. I very much apologize. I'm just watching Enzo just mutilate this man.
Yeah, I mean, there's to go back to my roots as a Yu-Gi-Oh player. Like I feel like Palutena is just the solemn brigade of a core set of counter traps that just let your opponent, you flip them and say, no, sorry, you can't do that. I'm not gonna let you. And that's so much of what Palutena can do to so many characters. She can outrange you, she can outspace you, she can outzone you. Like she can outspeed you. Like she can do so much that most mid-tiers have a real hard time with this character, even if most of the top tiers and like the top tiers can beat her at a lot of her own game. But once you get to like the middle of high tier and below, a lot of characters need to find a special gimmick around Palutena, else pick up a secondary.
Else you do that, yeah, my friend. It's just she's so good at just so many things, and you know, because of those things, she just does such a good job at effortlessly walling out a character like Yoshi. I mean, don't get me wrong. It can be scary in this matchup because, like, Palutena just has to make sure she really lands and spaces these things perfectly because once Yoshi is in, he is in. This character can do all sorts of damage right there. And there you see the up smash just from below the ledge, breaking through Yoshi's armor and forcing him to grab it and then killing him at the end of the day when he wasn't able to get the armor out because the percent was too high, man. Literally, what does Pharaoh do about that? What was his options? Go high? The up smash literally creates a wall. Palutena, just an avid 2016 conservative supporter, to say the least, just putting that up. Just putting up that wall, man, against Yoshi. There's one to break the armor, just holding out a jab, knowing that he was going to spot dodge right there, just get, like, you know, a multi-hit hitbox out, and then it just puts him in the perfect position to get hit by the up smash below the ledge. What was he going to do? Jump? It either would have broken his armor, which would have put him in the perfect position to get either forward smashed or back aired, or just anything else that Palutena could have spaced right and come up with, or it just would have killed him. Literally, like, Pharaoh just off stage with that, like, a jump there, man. It was just, I mean, I don't think that was the case, but I mean, even if he was, it was just such a bad position